Hi everyone, it's Renee Yvonne with CompoundPharmacyMarketing.com, and today is Wonderful Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday is the day when I bring you one marketing solution to help you grow your compound pharmacy. Today I want to talk a little bit about growing your compound pharmacy through public speaking. Now, I've talked in the past about whether you should do your own seminar or if you want to go speak for someone else, as in a guest, and the differences, the pros and cons. But today I'm going to talk about the actual speaking part and growing the business that way. So one of the first things I want to discuss with you as far as this is concerned is to consider what your patient's issues are. No matter what you're doing, whether you're going to speak for someone else as the guest or you're going to do an in-house presentation, your biggest concern is, what are the issues of my customers or the patients that are coming to see me? Are they suffering with trying to lose weight? Are they dealing with erectile dysfunction? Are they dealing with menopause, irritability, and the symptoms of that? Are they dealing with small children who are having trouble taking meds? Are they dealing with pets that are having trouble taking meds? Whatever it is, you want to hone in on those issues. You want to pick 3 to 5 things that you can truly focus on. And you don't need to talk about the problem so much. Like if you're going to see, for instance, a group that deals with cancer patients, you don't need to spend a lot of time talking about cancer. You need to talk about the issues that are surrounding them in dealing with the cancer. Does that make sense? So we don't need to go into a history of what cancer is and the cells and all of that. You need to talk about what is going on after they have gotten a diagnosis of cancer and they're dealing with it. So is it causing nausea? Is it causing eyesight problems? Is it causing pain somewhere? Are they getting radiation burns? You want to focus on those things because that's where you can then funnel your energy and begin to talk more about compounding specifically and how it can solve those specific problems. Okay. The other thing you want to do is to make sure that you take questions at the end. Now, sometimes people will take questions in the middle, and it depends on the audience. Once you do this more often, you can see how the flow goes and which one will work for you. Sometimes taking questions in the middle is a good thing because then people don't forget. But sometimes taking questions in the middle can be a bad thing because you can go off down a rabbit hole with people as they take you off on a tangent and more people start to ask questions, and all of a sudden you've lost your entire presentation and you've lost complete control of the audience. So taking questions at the end is always good. I like to leave about 15 minutes at the end to just deal with questions. And even if they don't take up that whole time, nobody's upset that they get to leave early. So remember that. You don't have to feel like I've got to talk the entire 60 minutes and then take questions. You can prepare a presentation for about 40 minutes and take questions, and you can still let them out a little bit early, and people are usually okay with that. Taking questions also is a great way to learn about what's happening in their world. Because when you take questions and people will come to you and they say something such as, well, I take this med, but it's really nasty. I don't like the way it tastes. Or I take this med, but I have to cut it in half or cut it in quarters and it's such a mess and it crumbles. This is when you can begin to say, oh, great. You know what? She's taking a 30 milligram tablet and cutting it in half to get 15 milligrams. I could just make a 15 milligram capsule for her. Or she's saying this medicine doesn't taste good. I could put this in a liquid. And so you begin to see compounding opportunities spring forth from these questions, because that's what people will do. They'll ask these questions, they want some solutions, and you are the person to provide them for them. So remember, taking questions at the end is really important. All right. And last but not least, and here's one of the little secret things I love to do when I speak in groups. What I really like to do is to accidentally on purpose forget something. And I call it that because I purposely do this, but I want it to seem like it's oh my gosh, I forgot. So what I want to do when I do a presentation is to have something that I need to give out, but I can deliver it through email so that I can get their email addresses. Sneaky, huh? And what you do when you get the email addresses is that you're then able to market to them over time. They're on your email list, they're on your newsletter list, so that you can continue to share information with them about compounding. So here's what this looks like. You can say, I have this great document I'd love to share with you. I didn't bring it with me because I forgot to make the copies or whatever it is, but I'd be happy to email it to you if you'd like to receive it. Then you pass the paper around with a place for name, a place for their email address, phone number if they'd like to give that. And you pass it around, and the people who want to receive it will sign up. So you're not forcing people to do anything. You're getting the names of the people who truly want this information from you. So you can do that and then get really good quality leads for when you begin to go out and market. So this is one way that I like to get email addresses, and I like to then be able to share information with people after the fact. And that's by accidentally on purpose leaving something out that has to be emailed to them. So if you enjoyed this, learning about how can I make my public speaking a little bit better to gain more customers, I'd love for you to do 3 things for me. First, please sign up for my YouTube channel to subscribe to it. Number 2, what have you done in your public speaking to make it better? Or do you have any questions about how to make it better? Maybe how to get people to respond, how to do a call of action. What do I need to do to make this more efficient, make it more enjoyable for people so that they're more entertained? Ask those questions, or if you have some suggestions, leave them in the comment box below. And last but not least, this month, my webinar is on how to market to podiatrists. So if you're interested in learning more about how to market to podiatrists, you can check that out over in my events page, and you'll see that over on the link to the right. In the meantime, I'm Renee Yvonne with CompoundPharmacyMarketing.com, wishing you a wonderful Wednesday. Bye.